Why the background music? That's Papa She. Before this one, that's Rexoman Abiba. Very soon, we'll give you the news on the hour. I saw any sky is ready. Don't flip that out. My name is Kukusa. You can call me Kostek. Papa She, now evangelist. Evangelist Papa She. This one of your track, Koyoso.
Connected. You are listening. This is the radio. Outstanding truth. The sound of faith. The voice of truth is truth inspired. Stay connected. Truth Radio. Amsterdam.
And welcome to the news of the week on Truth Radio. My name is Francisca and I'm here with
Sika.
These are the headlines. 500,000 Dutch households in energy poverty. Drowning risk far higher for children born outside Europe. Wontumi knew he would be convicted. Final repatriation phase begins as another batch of Ghanaians is expected to leave South Africa. Now, the news in detail. First with the Dutch news.
Around 503,000 Dutch households were living in energy poverty last year, or 6% of the total, unchanged from 2024, according to figures from Statistics Office (CBS) and Research Institute (TNO) published on Thursday. The share had dropped to under 4% in 2023, while government compensation for high energy bills was in place, then jumped back once the support ended. It remains below the 2019 level of nearly 10%. Researchers looked for the first time at how far people fall short, and found households on low income with high energy bills were on average €624 a year short of escaping energy poverty, up from €577 in 2024. Lifting them all out would have cost around €256 million.
Children born outside Europe are far more likely to drown in the Netherlands than children of Dutch origin. Figures published on Friday by the National Statistics Office (CBS) show. Between 2016 and 2025, 930 residents drowned, including 57 children under 10 and 53 aged between 10 and 20. More than half of those children had a non-Dutch background. The gap is widest among teenagers. Per 100,000 people, the drowning rate for 10 to 20-year-olds born outside Europe was almost 14 times that of young people of Dutch origin. For children under 10, it was around 8 times higher. Children of foreigners who were born in the Netherlands are much less at risk. Among 10 to 20-year-olds in that group, the rate was lower than for young people of Dutch origin. CBS gives no explanation. Separate research by the Muller Institute found that 40% of children born abroad have no swimming certificate, against 24% of children whose parents migrated and 9% of children with no migration background. Most drownings happen in open water. Of residents who drowned over the past decade, 78% died in ditches, rivers, canals, lakes, ponds, or the sea.
Now, the news from Ghana. Private legal practitioner Andy Appiah Kubi has revealed that the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, Bernard Entry Osiakon, popularly known as Wontumi, had prior knowledge that he would be convicted before appearing in court on the day judgment was delivered in the Samuboy illegal mining case. Speaking on Accra-based TV3, Mr. Appiah Kubi, who was formerly Wontumi's lawyer, said he had even shared details of the expected judgment with him before the court's decision was announced. Chairman Wontumi had prior information that he would be convicted. He told me the content of the judgment. He told me that he would be jailed for 20 years, he stated. The lawyer, however, disagreed with the 20-year prison sentence, arguing that the court erred in law by treating Chairman Wontumi and Akonta Mining as one and the same. According to him, the evidence presented during the trial did not justify the court's conclusion. The evidence on the ground does not support the judgment, per the company law. The company is different from the owner or the shareholder, he said. Mr. Appiah Kubi indicated that the issue would form a key part of the appeal against the conviction.
A fresh batch of Ghanaians stranded in South Africa following recent xenophobic attacks is expected to leave the country today, as the government begins the final phase of its mass repatriation exercise. The final phase of Ghana's evacuation exercise for citizens affected by xenophobic attacks in South Africa begins today, with another batch of Ghanaians expected to return home. The operation forms part of a broader repatriation program for nearly 900 Ghanaian nationals who voluntarily registered to leave South Africa after growing concerns over their safety and livelihoods amid attacks targeting foreign nationals. The latest evacuation follows earlier flights that successfully brought hundreds of Ghanaians back to the country, as authorities move to complete what has been described as the final stage of the emergency repatriation exercise.
To end the news, a recap of the headlines. 500,000 Dutch households in energy poverty. Ghanaian rates far higher for children born outside Europe. Wontumi knew he would be convicted. Final repatriation phase begins as another batch of Ghanaians is expected to leave South Africa. That was the news read by Sika and
Francisca.
You are listening to Truth Radio Amsterdam, the sound of